This is the Negro Ninja. And before we start, I would like for y'all to take a look at the t-shirts in the description. And make sure y'all check out this heterosexual t-shirt in particular. And this is the Negro Ninja. And I want to start this off by showing y'all the meme for this new Snow White movie. Okay. You know how Disney does it. Okay. You know how they do it. So here you go. Okay. Snow White, the one at the top. The villain, the queen, is the one at the bottom. I don't know if it's focused yet. Let me see if y'all can see that. Okay, top says Snow White. The bottom says evil queen that's jealous of Snow White's looks. Okay. Now, it's funny because usually you would have to look like this to be on TV. Okay. Now everybody has a shot to be on TV. Okay. Everybody has a shot to be on TV. And it is very funny because recently people been talking junk about that lady who was doing the break dancing for the Olympics, Ray Gun, and how they were saying that nepotism is hurting the sport. Okay, which makes people a hypocrite because most people want what is like them. Okay, like I be saying, when you're handsome or attractive, you're gonna have a harder time in a dating game. Particularly if you're a guy, if you're a female, you ain't really, everybody want the chick whether she hot or ugly. But that's another story. Okay, because I've been over this too many times about what looks represent. Okay, good looks represents, the Most High and His favor. Okay, the main character's always looking good. That's the chosen one in the thing that you're watching. Okay, like when God was picking a king for Israel, the first king, He got somebody that was handsome and tall, that stood head and shoulders above everybody else. David is handsome. Um, Adam is handsome. Jesus looked good. God didn't make Jesus ugly like people want you to believe. Okay. Okay. I forgot the videos that I went deep on, but it's on here. Just look at the 2016 catalog and see what you find. I'm hoping that you're going to binge watch eventually if you're new. Okay. Then you just got to think about this beauty. When Satan was Lucifer, when before he fell and he was ruling, God made him the most beautiful thing in existence. That was the most beautiful creation God made. When Satan dishonored himself, that's when God made him ugly. Okay, hence more psychology of why bitches love dudes that do not look good, or they want somebody that don't look as good as them in many cases. Not every chick, but too many of them. Okay, all right. And you just have to think about why the Snow White movie is the way it is. Why do you see so many comic book movies where they don't want the girl to be hot? Why you see so many comic book cartoons or video games where they don't want the chick to be hot? Okay, once again, playing into that psychology that looking good is bad. You just have no substance if you look good. Okay, meanwhile, it takes a lot to look good. Get up, brush your teeth, wash your face, groom. Okay, maybe shave to look better. Whatever you got to do, work out. Okay, now once again, I'm always talking about how hoes love the dustiness, and once again, that represents Satan too. And I'm gonna have to find another video that pretty much proves this. Okay, I had it, but I lost it. Okay, they have to make beauty the enemy because beauty is favored by the Most High. Okay, beauty is high frequency. Now let's take a look at this definition. Pleasing senses or mind aesthetically. Okay, so if that's pleasing your senses and your mind, that's saying that that's doing good for whoever it's absorbing, that's doing good for their spirit and their soul. Okay, now let's look at some more examples of a very high standard, excellent. Once again, it's high frequency. Low frequency is dustiness. Low frequency is looking unattractive on purpose. Now, once again, they ain't saying you have to look like the America's Next Top Model. Okay, one is all about presenting themselves in a nice manner, the same way you want to present your car to get these hoes. The same way a hoe want to present her coochie when she want to put it up for sale. Notice how they talk all that jump, but when they trying to sell some coochie, they want to make it seem like it's roses. The math ain't adding up for them to hate what's actually good looking for real. Okay, and the act of selling it is hatred anyway, to be honest with you. But let's continue. Let me say this before I forget. Let's just think about this. You know, I got a high opinion of myself. So how would I feel to be like, you know what? I look so good. I think I'm gonna sell my dick to these hoes. That don't even make sense. That ain't no love. Okay, I wouldn't be able to talk the junk I'm talking if I was a prostitute. Okay, so continuing. And most definitely wouldn't be able to preach the Bible like I do. But that in itself is a whole nother topic, a whole nother video. Okay, so why do y'all think Disney would go so far as to do that? Why do they like making the protagonist look worse than the villain these days instead of making the protagonist the best looking thing like stuff in the 60s and 40s or whatever? Okay, because, once again, the nepotism stuff. Okay, people like what is like them. Okay, people cannot relate to people that look good. Okay, it makes them feel terrible about themselves. Okay, it's the same reason why people in the hood love to be dusty, low standards. Why should I have to do this? I don't feel like doing nothing. Once again, the contradiction. Let me get some name brand clothes and some bling bling. Okay, people do not love themselves to even want to look good. They just want to be told they look good. People don't want to be righteous. They just want to be told that they're righteous. Satan does not want to be righteous. He want to be seen as righteous. Hence, that's why you see so many people flock to him and why they make a mockery of Jesus and Christianity. Okay, notice each year more people just stop believing in Jesus, or people just go further and further away from God. And they get ugly about it years too. Okay, you remember when hoes used to look good? Okay, now every bitch look like that weird gothic bitch you seen in high school with all them earrings in the nose. That's a normal thing now. This number here. You remember how people used to just talk about gothic women being weird? Now that's the norm. The outcast is the norm in today's society. Okay, people do not love themselves and they hate all things that look good because it makes them feel worse. Okay, and I can prove it. Okay, because every time I look around, let me go to a job or whatever, and people look so terrible that it's guaranteed that I'm gonna be the best looking one in the room, even if it is good looking people there. So what usually happens in most cases, instead of people saying you're a handsome man, they clearly not used to seeing something that looks good and kept and buff and all that stuff. So what they'll do is they do this too much. Let me just compliment this basic bitch that's over here. Barely even got her hair done. You're so beautiful. Now nobody cares that this person is getting a compliment, but you have to think about what's going on. If they was truly sincere, why they got to say that in front of you? When you trying to compliment a bitch, you don't want everybody to hear it. You trying to get closer to her. I think you're beautiful. What you say? Okay, I'm telling you, people be trying to shade. Okay, it's the most people are narcissists. Okay, they know how they say still waters run deep when they're talking about if somebody's gonna really, off somebody. They won't be saying that they're gonna do it. They're gonna be silent and just do it. Okay, like the narcissists, that's how they do. They're not gonna be talking about it. They're not even gonna let you know. I hate the fact that you look good. They just gonna retaliate. They're thinking about how am I gonna retaliate? Let me give you clues. Okay, take a lot of discernment. Okay, takes a ton of discernment. And you think that's just an everyday interaction. No, they know that person. No, they're going out of their way to shade you. Because think about this, like how I'm always talking about, people don't want you to hear nothing that is beneficial. Okay, if they want to talk about something and don't want you to hear it, you're not going to hear it. Matter of fact, they'll even flat out in front of you, but they want you to hear that. They playing mind games. They want you to feel like you're just nothing because you stand out. Kind of like all them game stalking videos I was making and the harassment and all that stuff. It's on the same level. Low frequency people, low frequency actions. They see you as the bad guy for being kept. Okay, they see you as the bad guy for cleaning your face up. Okay, they see you as the bad guy for dressing well. Anything that looks good, they hate. Okay, I can give you another example. Let's just, like I said, let's go back to the college days. Okay, like if I'm in there doing something like some art or whatever, and I'm drawing, and it's clearly a nice piece of work. So let's comment somebody that is mediocre, that don't really know how to draw. You know, they got the eyes all uneven and stuff like that. And they're just drawing with boulder charcoal or something. So people like, oh, that looks so good. And just pretend like you're not drawing a masterpiece over here. It's the same concept. Okay, and if you think that I'm reaching, let's talk about Miss Alabama. Let me see if I can find a picture of Miss Alabama. Okay, okay, this is Miss Alabama. Okay, she literally looks like she can fit in on the what you call that, a globe jigsaw puzzle of Alabama. Okay, look at that. Look at that. You see that? Okay. Now people truly have zero respect for the art. Okay. Okay, zero respect for art. It reminds me of all the ugly artwork that people swear is art. Okay. Something's wrong up here. So I'm looking up the definition of the word pageant. A public entertainment consisting of a procession of people in elaborate, colorful costumes or an outdoor performance of a historical scene. So the definition, the examples of a beauty contest, noun, beauty pageant, plural, beauty pageants. Okay, a beauty contest, and you let the ugliest mother effer win. Okay, what's even dumber is you let the ugliest mother effer compete. Why you let them in? That's dang near as bad as letting niggas compete in the Olympics against hoes. Okay, filth, completely disgusting. Okay, that's an abomination in itself. That's an abomination to society. Okay, it's not making you want to aspire to anything. Can you imagine the 80s movies having fat niggas as the main heroes? Okay, can you imagine Arnold Schwarzenegger as the obese dude in all them old action movies? Can you imagine Bruce Lee as an out of shape Asian dude? Okay, you would not even have as many buff dudes that you see today if it wasn't for them being in shape. Okay, it's supposed to make you aspire to something. All right, aspire. Now remember, bitches are the world and the world is a bitch. The same way they hate a guy for being well mannered and kind. You're a nice guy. Them hating good looking is on the same level. Okay, those are the guys that usually get friend zoned. Okay, basically saying we don't want this in us, but only bad is allowed. Okay, and then people all, and for people that's trying to make look so trivial, I just proved everything right here, but here's another one. Okay, here's another one. You know how hoes always said, you know what? I can relate to her. She's not perfect. Notice how their personalities have been getting worse over time too, in a, on par with their looks. The uglier they look, the uglier they act. Okay, okay, because how can you be happy if you're ugly? And they love to try to counter that with something arrogant like looks fade, personality remains. No personality does not. Okay, you don't see a nigga acting the same way once their looks fade. Okay, because they lose confidence. Okay, that's why you be seeing these bitter old hoes to begin with. Look at how they be looking when they talking and have that bitter stuff they be talking. Okay, ugly niggas, especially them big niggas, what they like to do, they like to sit around and joan niggas all day. Okay, where's the personality at right there? There is no personality when there is no looks. Okay, once again, there is no personality where there's no looks. Now, people like to give you the illusion, oh, this person has a nice personality because they jive with them. That's because they choose to jive with them because of nepotism again. You're misusing the word nepotism. Okay, let's look up this definition real quick. The practice amongst those with power or influence of favoring relatives, friends, or associates, especially by giving them jobs. Okay. They don't even necessarily have to know each other for more than 5 minutes for that to be nepotism. It's like the saying goes, people are only friends with each other's demons. And we've been over this ever since I started making videos. You're not talking to people, you're talking to their demons. Okay, that's why they easily buddy buddy and do what I just said at the beginning of the video. Let me give you the compliment, even though this person is greater. Okay, if they, and the whole point of compliments is to show appreciation for things that are good or great. Once again, shade. Notice how you didn't get one. Okay, that's something that we should not be taking lightly. Okay, that's the equivalent of somebody giving a compliment to the nigga that came in last at the 100-meter dash. So you just crossed the finish line. You're gonna compliment the last nigga? That don't make any sense. Oh, Simone Biles just got another gold, but I'm not gonna say anything. Let's just say something to the nigga that didn't place. It doesn't make any sense. And there's a reason why I like using these examples because you got to realize, I've been through gaslighting quite a bit, and it's like concentrated for me because I'm a dude and I'm black and of God, so I know what I'm talking about. Okay, it's like player hating 24/7, and you know how many years this been happening. All right, so this is almost 18 minutes. So basically, if anybody comes to you acting like looks doesn't matter, or they try to make it seem like it's something trivial, you might as well not even take them seriously. Okay, I don't even want to be friends with people that don't think looks really matter. Okay, remember we talked about this a long time ago about demonic possession. One of the signs that somebody is demon possessed is the lack of self preservation. They don't care about what's happening to them, cutting themselves up. Okay, even doing tattoos, self mutilation, get piercings all over here. What else will make them do that? Okay, if you're in a peaceful state of mind, if you got true peace of mind, you're not trying to write on yourself. You know what I want to do? Let me just write something right here. This need to be changed. Okay, we cannot take this stuff lightly. Okay, that's no different than the zombie on Resident Evil. You see how their skin look all mutilated. Okay, but people are doing it to themselves on purpose. Now, it's starting off with the stuff that we see today, but it's going to get worse. Okay, stupidity grows. It don't stay stagnant. And that's all I got to say for this message. Make sure y'all check out these t-shirts in the description. And this has been the Negro Ninja bringing you your Negro message for today. Negro out.